March that we, in the very same auditorium, the single nodal account and everything else was done. So we went back and said, now, please, you don't have any excuse because this is a singular contribution, singular achievement, singular responsible way in which you have shown the lead in being answerable for public money, in making sure money just in time reaches who needs it, the state governments. And if you've done this in a very transparent way because you have used technology, and repeatedly all these presentations told us how you will know where the money is and who's released it and who's not released it. And if it's lying somewhere, why is it lying there? It's all there for everybody to see it. So can there be a better contribution to governance than this, where not just the center, the states can see it, the state and the unit below it in a three-tier democracy, elected panchayat tak democracy. What better way to be sure that you are being fair, open, accountable, and transparent than this? So after that, it was fairly easy for me to convince the finance secretary, saying you should at least come out publicly and say this is what your contribution is. And in the 75 years you have done at various levels using various different methods, but this is a milestone and you should talk about it. And therefore today's celebration is possible. So it's difficult when you're asking for money from expenditure secretary, but it's difficult even to say about what you're doing because they have their own perspective. No, we are here to only serve, nothing more. But tell out. Unless you speak out, even the state governments will not know what power this has. You're able to say that you're doing your job in a fair way. In the federal system, that's what you want. And it is that which gives you the strength. I first of all thank expenditure for having spent all its time, people like Annie, people like Dharitri, Sonali, Shakuntala, and many others are singularly contributing to improving systems. Each one of you all have attributed your time for it, and this kind of an achievement for a complex governance country like India. If it's possible here, it is possible in very many other countries as well, like the way it is Aadhaar, like the way it is the CoWIN app, like the way we have come up with the payment systems, UPI. This for governance is the UPI. You made every payment easy. You've made every payment in a jiffy. It can happen like that. And therefore, I think 75 years, in the 75th year, for Department of Expenditure to have come up with this kind of a system and a dashboard which we've come up with is absolutely creditworthy, and it is important to